1 cucumber, 2 cucumber, 3. An empty tomato plant, another empty tomato plant, eggplant, and then the grapes. The grapes did not do very well this year. We've had a lot of problems. These few that aren't affected are hard. The rest have some kind of problem. That's my poor little garden. This year's growing season and everything was just not very good. The grapes all have some kind of scale or something, fungus, or they all died. It's just been a bad year for crops here in my container garden. I was on the phone for about a half an hour before I got to talk to some young thing named Misty, who sounded like she couldn't care less and didn't really want to be at work. Who does? I worked for the government before. I know what it's like. I didn't want to talk to him either, so I mean, you know, it was mutual. Basically what I called about was May 20th, I had an x-ray of my leg at the clinic. And the following week, on the 27th, I was to get the results. I thought, this is great. I will find out what's wrong with my leg and deal with it, whether it's medicine, exercise, or just have to change my lifestyle or whatever. Maybe it's cancer, maybe it's going to, you know, get worse. I don't know. So I wanted to find out. So when I showed up on the 27th, I went to sign in, the girl said, "You're no longer covered." And I thought, what? I know you have to apply every so many months, and it hadn't been that long yet. And I said, why? She said, well, you didn't prove you were an American citizen. And I said, what? She said, you have to prove you're an American citizen, and they didn't check to see if you were. So one, it's not my end of it. They forgot. And so she gave me a form to reapply. And it asks for a copy of your birth certificate. A driver's license or passport won't do. Most people do not have a copy of their birth certificate lying around. I do. I made a copy, filled out the form, sent it off in the mail the very next day. So this Wednesday will be 9 weeks. And I hadn't heard anything, so I called. And I get this Misty on the phone. I was also getting forms in the mail called pay down amounts. And I thought, is that my student loans money that the government's taken every month from me that's garnishing? No, apparently it's a health care. She said, well, it's going to be taken away from you, $138 a month. I said, well, what if I don't have it? Well, I said, will I be penalized or put in jail? She said, no. But you won't have health care either. So the government's already taking 15% off the top from my school loans. So I don't even have the maximum that a single person is allowed to make to still have to pay for health care. I said, I fall way under that. She had nothing to tell me. She didn't know. I said, what do I have to do? Run for governor to get something sorted out here? There is a spot open for the next election. I really don't know what to do. I'm just so crestfallen and angry. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. There's a lot of cool stuff around me. A lot of neat stuff, but I just can't do anymore. I can't go for walks anymore. I can't do physical stuff anymore. Can't even bend down or get on my hands and knees anymore because of my back and my leg. Can't do volunteer work. I can't do community theater. I can't do anything. I don't sleep. I'm depressed. I really don't see any point in remaining.